a lot of things to organize here. A lot of tires and goodness, I've got a lot to organize. So we're gonna start to figure this out. We're gonna plan everything, and you guys are just gonna come along with me and watch me organize, I guess. And we're drinking late morning shake. So, all right. So first off, we've got a lot of RC stuff here. I'm not sure how much you guys can all see. I've got parts all over this desk right now. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna start taking a few parts. This is a AMK portal axle. We're gonna take this. I'm actually returning it because it's broken. So we're going to return this. Going to return this one. Going to return this one. But before I get this returned, I need to pull out these bearings and swap them with different ones. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Maybe I'm trying to figure out if I want to send this back in the same way. It's got different bearings. Will they notice? Will they care? I hope not. I don't really want to assemble it again. I mean, I can. Well, let's find all the parts that go back into this, and let's work on getting it returned, because this obviously is just not worth having around anymore. So we're trying to go. Oh, here it is, right here. This is the piece. This is little metal gears. Everything's stripped away really bad. So we're just gonna assemble it, I guess. It's mostly assembled except for this little bit. So we're going to get these little screws, and we're going to start assembling it, and we're going to get rid of it. It's going to be going bye-bye. We don't need it anymore. That seems like that's a little bit too big. We'll use these little screws right here. We're just going to assemble this. It's already broken, so we're just going to get rid of it. We're going to assemble it, and we're going to return it. I do not need this here. I definitely do not need this little piece hanging around my desktop. We are going to get rid of it. And fast. Immediately. So, there's no need for it to be here. This is the AMK RC portal axle, and it needs to be gone. Needs to be gone. I'm going to look at this one. Yeah, we are using the right screws. Sweet. That's good. I want to make sure I'm using the right screws at least. I need to move let me move the light a little bit closer to us, like this. There we go. Now we can actually see what's going on. Yeah, this, I'm just reassembling it so I can get rid of it. I do not need it here. So, hello, welcome to a stream. Look who decided to show up. I don't know, but welcome. Oh, I kind of missed. Alright, yeah, so we're going to get this returned. This is worth about $70 right here, this portal axle. So, I know this video, you guys were supposed to be seeing me clean up my RC stuff and get it all organized, but I'm just assembling this real quick so I can get everything gone. I mean, I just need to return it. I don't need anything crazy, I just need it returned. I told them it was broken, so if I return it and it's broken, that's not on me. I told them it was broken, and that's their fault at that point. So we're just going to put it together. Whoops. And then get rid of it. Do not need it here any longer. Also, I need to find the right screw for this, because maybe this is it. I found most of them are the right screws. I want to make sure the last one is the correct screw. This one's not. I don't know. Oh, here it is. There we go. We found it. Found the last one that we needed. Yeah, so this AMK portal axle, by the way, if any of you guys are working on upgrading your cars and you are looking into buying an AMK portal axle for your RC car, don't do it. Do not do it. This one broke immediately. It's not worth it. This is a longer screw. It might actually not be the right one. It's fine. It's fine. We just gotta put some screw in it, make sure it's stable. So here we go. It's all good. This part is ready to be sent back, and so is this one. These are going to be going bye-bye. Both of these portal axles, yeah, not great. Would not recommend in any way. Please do not. So those are going bye-bye. I'm going to put those in a box and get rid of them. But for right now, what you guys clicked on the video to see is all of this mess get cleaned up. I just have a bunch of bags here. Hello, welcome to the live stream. A bunch of tires. This one, we've got this one, this matching set, a bunch of them right here. I mean, when I say a bunch of tires, I'm talking like this much tires. So we're going to get something figured out here. And I do not want to put everything in plastic bags like this anymore. I do not want to put everything in Ziploc bags. If I have to, I will, but that's not my plan. So let's figure this out first thing. I don't need this right now. Also, I've got some really, really nice tires, some nice red aluminum. This is what we got going on right here. These ones are kind of a special edition tire. I want to keep these ones off to the side. But I need you guys to help me come up with something for this, something that should work. I might honestly need to go on Amazon and buy like a, maybe like an organization cube thing. Thank you so much for liking and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's see. I've got an RC car on its way right now. It should be here today, so I might make a video today or live stream. Stay posted. I might post it tomorrow, actually. Anyways, that's coming up, and that'll be cool. It's an Axial. If some of you guys are interested, what brand it is. So first, we're going to get all these tires matched up in pairs. So these are all from the Ford Bronco that I have. I'm going to set these onto a side, and then we've got these 70 millimeter huge tires, so these are going to be set off to the side as well. I need to find something for these big tires. And then also we've got these rims, these tire rims for the Traxxas Ford F-150. These are chrome. They're supposed to look chrome. They're not actually. They're plastic, but they're supposed to look like they're chrome. Anyways, that fun stuff. Right, so this is all the tires we have right here. Can you guys see all this giant thing of tires that we've got going on over here? Like, look at this. This is insane. We've got all this giant stack of tires. It's always nice to keep tires. Do not ever get rid of tires. You have to do a test, like a school test. All right, well, good luck on your test. Hope you pass or get a good grade. A plus, something like that. Keep up the good work. All right, so yeah, we got this giant stack of tires. Now we got to figure out where to put these. As you guys can see, I am using a lot of space behind me right here for all my extra parts. I've got parts all over the desk right here. Something needs to change. So we're going to figure something out. I've got a bunch of Ziploc bags. Like I said earlier, I don't really want to use Ziploc bags. I can use something. We can make something work. Got a bunch of springs here. What do you guys think? Should I run my RC car with springs? My shocks with springs? I've been taking springs off them for rock crawlers, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I run them with springs? I've been running them without springs for a little while, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What's better, springs or no springs on the shocks? We've got things like this, like a pen on here, scissors. We don't need pen and scissors on here. Scissors are always handy to have for RC stuff. I'm going to set those off to the side right now. First, let's figure out the tires. So, also, I know that on Amazon they have a little tire rack for your RC stuff. You can put all your RC tires on a tire rack and get that. I might buy one of those if I really want to spend money. I don't really want to spend a lot of money right now on this, but I just want to make something that works really good. All right, we're going to figure this out. I'm going to move my stool here, and we've got room back here. There's just a lot of stuff that it's in the way. So, okay, this might be something that will be really nice. We've got this whole screw set right here. Most of these are too big for my RC cars anyway, so I might just take all these little bags out, and we'll put all these little pieces like the shocks, little bearings, O-rings in here. We might do that instead. We might just use this. It's not really big. I know we have a few other like little storage containers or something somewhere. I want to have these accessible so I can use all the parts. If you guys don't, here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This is the mess I'm talking about. Hang on. Let me turn my camera around so you guys can actually see it. All right, this is the mess we're talking about. This is the mess we got going on. This is what needs to be organized out. All the shocks, everything's a mess right here. So we're gonna use those. We need to organize this out somehow. So this I'm not using right now. I do not actually have the controller for it. Well, I do, but the vehicle I have for this, the controller is a, what is it? I don't have it with me right now. TQI radio controller, and this needs TQI, so I do not have that right now. So this is kind of useless, but I will keep it around. I have to keep this around. Also, we've got, let me see, an extra trailer hitch. We'll need this. We need these. These I'm going to keep around. I'm going to move these for a second. This, I honestly completely forgot about this. I'm really glad I ordered this. This is really handy. This is a Traxxas tool set. These are always really handy, really helpful. I'm going to hold on to this for a little while. Let me just show you guys. I haven't actually dug into this yet. So it looks like we've got all the kind of screw bits and everything. This should work perfect, honestly. So we're going to keep this on hand. You never know when you're going to need something like this. Right now, the one I'm using is not a Traxxas tool set, but let me show you guys what I'm using. I'm using this. This is for all the screws and stuff. They all need like Allen keys. So I'm using this one, this attachment. This toolkit is really, really handy for my RC stuff that I'm working on. So we're going to set this aside. Okay, so this is all the shocks. Whoa, I stuck to something. Oh, here we go. We're going to grab this bag. We need this bag because we've got a bunch of other shocks to add in here. Okay, so we're going to start adding shocks, pieces to all the shocks. Like I said, I didn't want to use a lot of Ziploc bags, but we're going to try to use as few as we can and get this mess just taken care of. So you've got a bunch of little shocks like this. Anything that has to do with shocks is going in the bag. You never, ever want to throw away spare parts. Really, really do not want to do that. These pieces also go to get returned with the AMK portal axles I have right here. These pieces go to get returned. So I don't want to forget those. Add these in there. I want it to be at least when they take the package, be like, oh, okay, he actually tried, instead of just like not caring. Let's grab any other piece here. These pieces go to the shocks. Other pieces go to like wheels and stuff, so those don't matter as much, but we're just going to get every piece that belongs to an RC car that needs shocks in this bag. And if I get 5 subscribers, no. Okay, I got to make it big. I got to think of something crazy. If I get, all right, here's what we're going to say. If I get 7 subscribers in this live stream, I will actually go and I will do a custom RC build, okay? Let me think. Yeah, I'm going to buy like an $80 RC car off of Amazon, and I'm going to go and get a custom RC build. So, if you guys want to see that, subscribe. I need 7 subscribers to do it, though. So, make sure to subscribe. A custom RC build. Okay, let's see. These things are broken. I think I'm just going to throw these away. These are part of the lights for the Ford F-150. I'm just going to throw them away. I do not need them anymore. They are broken, so there's no point in having those around anymore. Here's just more pieces to my shocks. My aluminum shock covers and stuff. Now, screws, I'm trying to figure out what to do with those. Speaking of screws, the screw is stuck in here. There we go. And then any other pieces for shocks. And then anything that goes like underneath the car, I'm talking like wheel hubs maybe, or hexes, I mean. These can go in a different bag, along with like high clearance links, stuff like that. We've also got these. This is a drive shaft. We don't need this drive shaft on my desk anymore. Sandpaper, I don't think I need. I'll keep it around. Spare parts like this. Oh, here's a few more pieces for the shocks. And then we'll probably put all the tires in a bag as well, because there's a lot of tires here. I mean, like, I'm not sure how well you guys can see. These are all the tires I'm putting in a bag right here. So, there's a lot of tires. Let me think. Let me look at any of this and see if there's any more that belongs to a shock. All the screws are going to go in a different one. Here's some other wheel hex ones. I don't think I have any wheel spacers. I can just throw away some of this stuff. Like these little plastic rubber band like things. I probably won't need these. Also, someone mentioned to me doing an RC giveaway. If you guys subscribe and give the live stream a like, I might be compelled to do that. Subscribe and like if you might want to be entered into a giveaway. I'm not saying for sure there's going to be a giveaway, but if that's something you'd be interested in, then subscribe. Maybe I will do that for you. So, these are extra other lights to my Ford F-150. I already threw away the covers. I don't need these. Covers are broke, so we're going to get rid of those, as well as these two. We do not need these, so we're just going to throw these away. Okay, so I think we've got it down to the screws, high clearance links, hex, and then a few other random stuff that I'm going to figure out what to do with. We got some Velcro stuff here. This Velcro stuff can honestly just be set to the side. And let me look, make sure there's nothing else. Oh, here's one more thing for the shocks. It's going to go in this bag. Let me think. This is going to be nice to put on one of my other cars. I think now that I've started to upgrade my RC cars, like my crawlers and stuff, I don't need a lot of trailer hitches anymore. Because oftentimes you just kind of ditch the trailer hitch. Ditch the hitch after a while. But we'll see. I don't think I need... No, I do need that. That's really important. Just going to look through any more of the stuff. I'm going to throw these all away. I don't see a need for those right now. I might see a need for them later, but I'm just not... I don't really care ultimately right now. Oh, that's a little trailer hitch piece. That's really important. I'm going to keep that around. Okay, so here's what's... Oh, here's one more shock. I missed that one. Okay, look over everything real quick. All right, now we're going to have one separate bag for anything. You got the other bag right here. So this is going to be all the shocks. And then this bag, I'm going to put any high clearance links, any extra, like this piece, the tow hitch connector piece, put the tow hitch screws and everything in here. Any, we got... You said, hi, what are you doing? Ultimately, right now, I am kind of organizing out the mess I've got on my desk of RC parts. I've been doing a lot of RC projects and just dumped them all out. So we're going back through and getting rid of and separating what needs to be separated. So yeah, not super fun, but I'm just here to kind of engage with you guys when you guys are watching. And yeah, any questions you guys have, I'd be happy to answer them for you. I do a lot of stuff as far as RC, so if you guys have any questions on what RC parts should you use, I'm the guy to talk to. Let's see, do I need this? I'm not sure what this is. I think this is for the lights. So, yeah, I believe it is. Let's get rid of this. And then this one, too. We don't need that. Little ball bearing, sure. Any of the wheel spacers, I said I was going to put those in there, too, so I might as well just put these in. These ones are nice. These are aluminum. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it. These are aluminum. They're red. Really, really fancy. So we're going to put these. We're going to keep all of these ones as well. And then we've got a bunch of these pins. So I think a lot of people throw these away. I'm not sure how well you can see it. This little pin. A lot of people throw these away, which is really, really bad idea. Because, all right, so let me show you guys. You got the wheel hex right here. This pin goes in between the wheel hex on the bottom, and it's really meant to go in there. So I'm going to put, am I going to? Oh, I've got some stuff falling here. I lost my pin. No, I didn't. It's right here. So I'm going to put the pin in the bag with the wheel hex and those stuff. I used to call them wheel spacers. That's not really what they are. These also go to the high clearance links, so we're going to put these down here as well. We're going to put O-rings in this one. So really important. Yeah, we want to make sure that everything gets put away in its proper area. Hey, we're already getting this mess mostly taken care of. Basically, all we have left is like a bunch of screws. So nothing insane. Basically, any extra parts that we're not going to be needing, or I don't think I'll be needing, but I want to save and make sure I might. I'm just going to put it in this bag right here. I don't like using Ziploc bags because they don't look nice. but at least they're easy to store. Okay, so I've got a bunch of these little O-rings. This is going to be a pain to pick up. I'll show you guys in just about a second what my issue is right here. Just picking up a few more things. I think that's all tied down and everything's good there. Okay. So, now we've got screws, some Velcro. I think I am going to put the Velcro. I've got these Velcro pads, really, really handy. I always keep these around. You never know when you're going to need Velcro. So I do put the Velcro in this bag. I use a lot of Velcro for my RC cars. Sometimes if I'm like adding a modification, I'm just going to put it in. I'm going to put this in along with the sandpaper as well. Like I said, you're going to need sandpaper at some point. So, and the rest, all the screws and little... No, I am going to put these little hex pins in this bag as well, because at least I know where they'll be, generally. I'm going to grab these off. It's kind of actually weird because there's a couple different size. Just going to find the right one, I guess. I think all the rest, we're going to put these O-rings in this bag as well, but I think all the screws are going to go in a different bag. Yeah, if I make it to 400 subscribers, I'm not saying in this live stream, I'm just saying in general, if I make it to 400 subscribers, I will actually do a custom RC build. So, alright, here's what we got left. Now, here's what I'm thinking for the screws. Hang on, let me show you guys what we got going on. We flip it around so you guys can see it. Okay, this is what we got going on. This is the last little bit of mess that we got. These O-rings right here are kind of a pain. They're really tiny and really difficult to pick up. So, I honestly forgot where I put my bags in there. I honestly forgot. We're going to keep these off the side. These are going to go back with the extra parts over here for a second. And then we're going to get the screws. Now, I'm thinking for screws, you've got this pack right here. And this is supposed to be all pieces for 1/18 scale and 1/10 scale RC cars. It's not really true. I think it's all for 1/10 scale RC cars. So I'm going to take what I think we don't need out of here, like these O-rings. We don't need these O-rings most of the time. These O-rings are not necessary. I'm going to keep some of my screws. Like, okay, we got washers. No, these are hexes. Never mind. These are hexes. I would like to keep those. I think those are 12mm hexes. So we are going to keep those. We got some other screws. So I think we do have enough room in one of these compartments for me to put my screws. I don't know, like, we'll see. We'll see how many I can fit in here. I want to make sure that when I open it, it's not going to be like all the screws fall out. Do you know what I mean? Okay. I'm going to put a few more in here. Are we going to separate out? I'm not going to separate out the O-rings. We're just going to put them in there with it. The O-rings are not going to have their own separate compartment. We're just going to have to live with it. Yeah, these little O-rings, so it's actually kind of funny. Oh, I'll show you guys actually right now, because I have the other piece I need for it, okay? This piece right here, little golden piece, this little tiny O-ring, I'm not even sure if I'll be able to, there you go, you can kind of see it. Okay, this little O-ring actually goes on to this golden piece, and I had such an issue putting this on. I mean, it just kept falling off. I am kind of having an issue right now, too. It's fine. I was just showing you guys because that's what I used to do. I was putting together some high clearance links from Injora, and that was one of the connector pieces for Injora. So, also, I just mentioned Injora. I wanted to say real quick, I do recommend Injora sometimes, okay? Some of their parts are good. I would not recommend all of their parts. Oftentimes, I see creators going and getting, like, the new Injora motor, which I think is, like, $230. It's, like, they claim it's, like, really good, and it's for rock crawlers. It's, I think, the Viper, I think is what they call it. And I would not recommend it for use, only because I see oftentimes these small companies. It is a Chinese brand, but I oftentimes see these small companies kind of just saying, you know, they swear by this product. This product's the best. You have to try it. It's amazing. And then you see other creators trying the product, and it's really not. Like, oftentimes it may look great. It may look impressive, but it's going to be ultimately what's going to matter in the end is how long that piece lasts. And a lot of times those motors, like from these small companies, don't actually last a long time. I know I say Injora is a small company, but I'm just saying, like, in general, they're not like Traxxas. They're not like Traxxas, and they're not like Axial. One of those things. You know what I'm saying? And so, all right. These are some extra lights I've got for my car. These are just like remote control lights. I'm going to keep these on here. Any tools, I feel like the tools can stay on my desk because I don't want to have to get the tools out again whenever I'm going to do something with my car. Oh, there's more screws. I just found 3 more screws right here. We're going to put those back in there. Yeah, like I said, I know a lot of. There's some things that of theirs that I've been really impressed with. Okay, so their Injora high clearance links, I have been super impressed with. I love those; they're great. But like I said, I got an Injora body, and it was supposed to fit a Traxxas TRX 4M. It didn't fit. It did not fit at all, and I was kind of really frustrated about that. So I'll show you guys which one I bought, and it's supposed to fit a TRX 4M. But give me a second to show you guys. It's right here. Okay, this is what I bought, and it was a kit. It's really small. This does not fit my TRX 4M Bronco or Ford F-150. It just doesn't fit. So, yeah, I would not recommend buying a kit, one of these from Injora. Wouldn't recommend. I would say be careful with the engines because their engines are like $130. If you buy $130 Injora Viper and then you find out that it's kind of just garbage, you just wasted $230. I mean, please be careful with what you buy on their website. I bought a few things that I've been really unimpressed with. Their shocks, like I said. I would not do their portal axles. I haven't tried their portal axles, but I can already just see from the way that most of their stuff works. I mostly because, all right, so I tried in AMK. These are AMK portal axles, and these are brass portal axles. AMK is definitely a smaller brand as well, and you can go and buy AMK stuff off Amazon. I kind of looked at this, and I thought it would be great. I tried it out. Absolute garbage. It broke in like a week. The gearing is all messed up. When you hit forward on the remote like this, and you hit forward, it actually goes in reverse. And when you go reverse, it actually goes forward. I don't know why, but they switched the gears all up weird. So oftentimes these Chinese brands kind of don't know exactly what they're doing when they make these parts for these RC cars. They say it fits on a Traxxas, and yes, oftentimes Injora parts fit on a Traxxas vehicle. But there's a lot of times that they fit, but they don't actually like work well, or they don't last a long time. So many people will get a motor off of like Injora or something, and it lasts and it looks great, but then all of a sudden it just breaks, and you're left with something that can't be replaced. It's $230. Ultimately, I have not had any issues with Traxxas so far. I guess I have, but only with like their 60 mile per hour car or like a 30 mile per hour car. Stuff breaks really fast when you do that. But that's because they had to put metal gears in there. When it comes to crawlers, I have not had any issues with their portal axles. I have not had any issues with any of the gears. Basically everything lasts. Any of their motors, I have not had any issues so far. So I trust Traxxas, all of their motors. If I was going to build a brand new system, a brand new custom RC car, I would use Traxxas all the way. Okay, so I have not tried Mias Racing. I've heard good stuff about Mias Racing, though, okay? So I'm going to try it here soon. And I do have an opinion on it, though. Well, one, because I've looked up a bunch on it. The one channel, his name is Cape Crawlers. That's one of the YouTubers I watch to kind of get my inspiration and also kind of learn how to do certain stuff. Cape Crawlers, he puts I think almost all of his portal axles are Mias Racing. I have never seen him put Injora or AMK portal axles on their vehicles. So he says that the Mias Racing are really good. he hasn't complained about them, so I am going to try those out. I'm going to start putting those ones on my vehicles now, my Bronco and other vehicles like that. So yes, I would totally recommend Mias. I would recommend it. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard from other creators that I trust that they are very good portal axles. So yes, totally, I'd recommend them. So I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep all these parts right here. But yeah, so that's kind of where I've gone for now. I keep finding screws around here. I keep like going to move stuff and finding screws. All right, so where's that bag? I needed that. This one. So yeah, no, I've definitely tried. I see creators, like I'll hop on YouTube and see a vehicle, and it's like me trying out the new Viper or the new Viper version 2. I think it's Green Motor is the version 2, and I find out that there's not good stuff about them. So same thing with portal axles. Everyone says, oh, they're so cheap, let's just throw on a $30 Injora portal axle. I would not recommend it. Because they're cheap does not make them good. Traxxas is really expensive because they have really good parts. Oftentimes when I see plastic gears in portal axles, everyone else says, oh, that's a terrible portal axle. Honestly, oftentimes when you put plastic gears in a portal axle, they last 1,000 times longer when you actually put something plastic versus putting something metal in a portal axle. So metal just strips really fast, really easily. All right, well, I've got most of this all fixed for you guys, and I will see all of you guys in the next live stream tomorrow. Also, I will be getting a Axial car, so if you guys want to find out my opinion on that, I will have an upcoming video probably tomorrow or a live stream tomorrow on that. So if you guys want to see my opinion on Axial, I would recommend going and checking that out. All right. See you guys in the next live stream tomorrow. Bye-bye.